Good morning, Devin here with Ground Force Metal Detecting, and this is Metal Detecting Morning Coffee Talk. A lot of people talking about the new XP metal detector, the Icon and the Icon X, the new lightest metal detector in the world, which is amazing that they actually made it come in lighter than a Deus 2. It's not available here in the United States just yet. It's coming in Europe as we speak. It is available for pre-order on the internet. The website I use, Serious Detecting, has it on available for pre-order. I'm not affiliated with them or being paid by them, but I use them and they provide excellent service. So coming in around $800, so a little over half the price of a Deus 2. $800 is buys you the Icon X with included WSA ST headphones, which are $150 by themselves, by the way. Without the headphones, the detector comes in at $700. Or you could opt for the slightly watered down Icon for $569 or $700 with headphones. Now the differences between the two are basically that the Icon X has a little more adjustability, a little more frequency choice, and also kind of the biggest, most important thing to me is the remote itself just seems a little more robust and rubberized. The build quality on the Icon X remote is a little higher, okay? So these detectors are not here to replace the Deus 2. They're not competing in that market. The Deus 2 and the MindLab Manticore are kind of up here at the top of the heap, and this detector, the Icon and Icon X, are competing more in the mid, let's just say high mid-level price range. At that price point, we're talking about competing with an Equinox 900, okay, which, okay, these are a little more, but the Legend 2, both of those detectors about 1,000, and the Garrett Vortex, okay, which is their flagship machine. And I'm not a big fan of Garrett, and I believe that the Icon X is going to kind of come in and probably smoke the Vortex, but it'll be right there in line performance-wise with the Equinox 900 and the Legend 2. And even though it's probably fewer features than the Legend 2, at least, but remember that with the Icon, you're getting a lot of the Deus 2 technology. It's compatible with all Deus 2 components, headphones, coils, the shaft. You're getting a lot of the performance and just detectability of a Deus 2, the speed, the reactivity, the separation. It uses all the Deus 2 parts. One of the things that I kind of thought about is people who have the WS6 master version of the Deus 2, where all you got was the puck on the headphones and you didn't get the remote for the Deus 2. That puck, you're using that for the controller, and you can put it on the shaft, you can get the little watch attachment and put it here. But let's be honest, adjusting that WS6 is a pain, okay? It's a pain in the butt. If you thought the Deus 2 remote itself was complex, trying to do the same thing on the puck is just a real aggravating experience. For those people, you could buy just the Icon X controller and it'll fit right on your Deus 2. And you've essentially got an Icon X. Now, it is made to be user-friendly, super easy to turn on and go. Uh, you know, a lot of it is presets, a couple adjustments you can make, but basically a turn on and go detector. And that's what sets it apart from the Deus 2, along with the price. So, yeah, it's half the price of a Deus 2, but it's competing in a market with lower, not low end detectors, but your mid to high range there, your $800 to $1,000 detectors. Okay, that's where this one falls. Little bit of weird drama going on in the metal detecting YouTube world here. And there's a prominent YouTuber who it's probably more than obvious who I'm talking about here if you watch metal detecting YouTube videos, which apparently you do. But anyway, he did a review of an Icon X, and they sent him one. Don't send me one yet, of course, but yeah, I mean, I'm not that. I don't have the audacity to think they should. I've just been doing YouTube for about a year now. But anyway, where was I going with that? He did an honest and objective review of the thing and pointed out some things that he thought it should have, and maybe could have. I think it's bottle cap rejection adjustability and silencer adjustability. And he pointed out that that could make the detector better. And I don't fault him for that. That's, as he said, that's his job. But some people threw him under the bus. I don't think any of that was really necessary or appropriate. Don't throw somebody under the bus for giving you the information that you came to YouTube to get. The name calling certainly wasn't appropriate or necessary. And why? The guy is honest. He's not paid by XP. He's doing objective reviews because, and I believe him when he says he's not paid by these detector companies. I mean, I've seen him do some real, I've seen him criticize these detector companies pretty hard. So, no, he's not getting paid. He's given objective reviews. Anyway, I'm not going to dwell on this for forever. This is just a chat, right? But yeah, don't fault him for doing what you're kind of asking him to do by going and watching his videos. I covered kind of the differences. I covered the prices. I covered kind of what I need to cover here as far as the Icon X. Am I going to buy one? Probably not, just because I have the D2 with the remote, and I'm probably not going to spend the money to get another metal detector. That's not going to have any advantages over the Deus 2 for me. But if you are in the market for a really good detector, or you're ready to upgrade from your kind of cheaper detector, the Icon X is, I'll tell you what, if I was in that situation right now, let's just say that I was detecting with some $200 or $300 metal detector, and I was ready to upgrade, it'd be the Icon X for me. That's the one I would upgrade. If I had $800 and that was my budget, that would be the one. I wouldn't be going for an Equinox. I wouldn't be going for a Legend 2. I'd be trying this Icon X. But this is not a commercial for them, and XP certainly isn't paying me to say this, but my opinion is it's going to be a good machine based on just my research and what I've seen so far. Kind of exciting, kind of interesting, very interesting to see what this thing is going to do in the market. But hey, that's it for now. Get out there and metal detect. Oh, I know. Recently broke my kind of dry spell on silver coins. So yeah, I was having a dry spell. I just wasn't having much luck with silver, and those are my favorite. My favorite things to find are silver coins. Okay, um, and I was having a dry spell. Well, we were camping. Took a camping trip about an hour from here, where I live, and nearby the campground was an old mine that was turned into a man-made lake, and it's made into a park. So, looking on historicaerials.com, pulled it up. It was a lake and a park in 1957. And didn't it looked the same as it did now? The park was there. So we went there, and I started metal detecting on a gravel trail, like a gravel. There's a gravel walkway that you walk down to the actual lake, and I started detecting beside that, and I could see that when I started hitting some signals, I could see as soon as you started digging, it was the old gravel trail was, part of the gravel trail was in the grass, and it was some tough digging. It's like digging through concrete, but found me 1929 dime mercury, and I found a 1914 Wheatie and a 1929 Wheatie. So hey, nothing there spectacular, no spectacular treasure, but I wish I had it with me. I would hold it up, but I think it's out in the camper. Look, my dog in the background there. I thought he was going to poop right in my video. He might. There he goes. Rudy! Hey, buddy! See him down there? Right there. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Get out there and get some exercise, get some air. Do it for the fun, and swing away.